Your person is yearning to reconnect with you on a deep, emotional level. They've been thinking a lot about you lately, more than you probably realize, and there's a genuine desire within them to open up and finally have that honest, soul-to-soul conversation. They want to know what you've been through since the two of you last spoke, especially the moments that changed you, shaped you, or challenged you. Your journey matters to them, and they want to hear it all, not just the good, but also the hard parts. They miss the emotional closeness you once shared, and they're realizing now how unique and irreplaceable that connection truly was. At the same time, they have so much on their chest, so many emotions, thoughts, and experiences they've kept bottled up inside. These are things they can't share with just anyone. In fact, you might be the only person they feel safe enough with to truly open up to. There's a level of trust and comfort they associate only with you, and it's something they haven't been able to replicate with anyone else. Life has thrown them into situations where they've needed to confront their own emotional limitations, and now they're finding the courage to be vulnerable in ways they never could before. If they blocked you, ignored you, or pushed you away in the past, know that those actions weren't a reflection of your worth or value. More often than not, it was their own inner turmoil and emotional immaturity that led to those decisions. But now, they're planning to reverse all of that. They're thinking about unblocking you, reaching out, and making the first move, because they know it's time. They no longer want to hide behind pride or fear. They're ready to have open, honest, and direct communication with you, something they weren't emotionally prepared for before. Your absence hasn't gone unnoticed. In fact, it's been eating away at them. They miss you profoundly, your voice, your energy, your presence. They find themselves constantly revisiting your old conversations, rereading the sweet messages and love letters you once sent, clinging to those words as if they're lifelines to the past. Those memories aren't just nostalgic for them, they're meaningful, powerful reminders of what the two of you once shared. They can feel your love in every sentence, in every carefully chosen word, and it makes them ache for your presence even more. The universe, too, seems to be nudging them in your direction. They're seeing signs and synchronicities everywhere, your name in unexpected places, songs that remind them of you, dreams where you appear just as vivid and real as ever. These signs aren't coincidences. They're messages, gentle whispers from the universe urging them to reconnect, to heal what's broken, and to rediscover the magic that once brought you together. It's as if everything around them is pointing back to you, reminding them of the bond that refuses to fade. There's a strong possibility that you'll hear from them soon. Whether it's a message, a call, or some unexpected form of contact, it's coming from a place of sincerity. This isn't about curiosity or small talk, it's about real, heartfelt communication. They want to bridge the gap that time and silence have created, and they're ready to do the emotional work required to rebuild the connection. They want to show up differently now, in a way that honors your heart and the love you gave so freely. Since the separation, they've undergone a great deal of emotional growth. Life has humbled them, challenged them, and shown them parts of themselves they didn't fully understand before. They've had to confront their own emotional immaturity, the ways they deflected, shut down, or avoided intimacy, and it's led to a deeper sense of self-awareness. They now understand how their actions may have hurt you, even unintentionally, and that realization has shifted something fundamental within them. They've grown into someone more grounded, more emotionally present, and more capable of love. And they owe that growth, in part, to you. Because your love, your patience, and even your absence taught them lessons they'll carry for life. You helped them see the kind of person they want to become, not just for themselves, but for you, too, if you're still open to it. So if your heart still holds space for them, even just a little, know that their intentions now are rooted in truth and emotional clarity. they're coming forward not to repeat the past, but to create a better future, one built on honesty, trust, and emotional maturity. Whatever lies ahead, this time, they're ready to face it with you. I can't help but notice how others are drawn to your light. There's this natural radiance in you that effortlessly attracts people, and I can see how much they admire and appreciate you. Honestly, as beautiful as that is, it stirs something in me, something that feels like jealousy. I wish it didn't, but it does. It's not because I don't want people to see how wonderful you are, of course I do. You deserve all the recognition, all the love, all the kindness in the world. But deep down, there's this fear inside me, fear that as more people come into your life, you'll start needing me less. That you'll eventually forget about me, move on, and begin living your life on your own without me playing a role in it. I know, it's a selfish feeling. I'm aware of that. But it's also honest. I guess I've grown so attached to you, to the warmth and comfort I feel in your presence, that the thought of being left behind makes me anxious. There's something about the way you treat people, with kindness, with genuine care, with so much love, that sets you apart. You don't hold back when it comes to showing appreciation. You give freely, with your heart wide open, and you make everyone around you feel valued. That's a rare gift. And it's one I deeply admire in you. When I compare that to myself, though, I see such a stark contrast. I often struggle to express affection openly. Vulnerability doesn't come easily to me. Maybe that's why I feel so drawn to you. You represent everything I wish I could be more of. You have this emotional freedom that I find both inspiring and intimidating. I crave closeness with you because you feel like home in a way I've never experienced with anyone else. But even as I long to be close, there's a part of me that questions whether I'm worthy of that closeness. I think about the sides of me that you haven't fully seen yet, the parts one tries to hide. The moments when I get angry or impatient, the times I become cold or distant. I'm not proud of those moments, and they're not something I do out of choice. They're reactions, defenses I've built up from past hurts, current stress, overwhelming circumstances. Still, they're part of me, and I often wonder what you'd think if you ever saw that version of me. Would you understand? Would you still stay? What strikes me the most about you is how you carry yourself with so much grace. Even when situations get tough, even when people don't necessarily treat you the way you deserve, you remain kind. You don't let the world harden you. You stay grounded. You stay soft. You treat everyone with gentleness and dignity, regardless of what they bring to the table. That kind of emotional strength, it blows me away. I watch you sometimes and think, how does someone stay so calm, so warm, in a world that can be so harsh? You have this calm energy that makes people feel safe. Your aura, it's magnetic. People are naturally drawn to it, and I can't blame them. You make them feel seen and heard. You make them feel like they matter. And yet, sometimes, being close to that energy makes me uncomfortable. Not because there's anything wrong with you, but because it forces me to confront my own insecurities. Standing next to someone who shines as brightly as you do makes it hard not to notice my own shadows. Still, in the middle of that discomfort, there's also a quiet awe. I'm constantly amazed by your depth, how you manage to be both sweet and strong, gentle and firm, kind but never naive. You're mature beyond your years, and you carry that maturity with humility. It's not showy, it's not loud, but it's unmistakably present. You know how to handle pressure without letting it break you. You lead with your heart, and yet you never lose your head. That balance is something I've never quite mastered, and it makes me respect you even more. Being around you challenges me to grow. It forces me to look inward, to confront the parts of myself that still need healing. And while that process isn't always easy or comfortable, I know it's necessary. Because deep down, I don't want to stay stuck in my fears or my defenses. I want to learn how to love better, to open up more, to meet you at the level you deserve. You've become such an important part of my life, not just because of how you make me feel, but because of who you are. And I hope, even with all my flaws and all my fears, I can be someone who deserves to stand beside you. Your partner is currently going through a significant emotional shift, one that is stirring something deep within their heart. They are feeling an undeniable urge to express their love for you, a feeling that has been growing stronger with time. Although they may not be completely open or vocal about their emotions just yet, you will begin to notice small gestures and meaningful actions that reflect how much they truly care. Their feelings are not superficial or momentary. This is a love that has taken root in their soul. They might struggle to put their emotions into words, but their behavior will start to speak volumes. They are trying, in their own way, to show you just how important you are to them. To your partner, you are more than just someone they care about, you are their ultimate happiness. You represent a dream they've long held on to, a wish they once thought might never come true. When they imagine a future filled with peace, stability, and emotional fulfillment, you are at the center of that vision. They see in you someone they can build a life with, someone who offers not only love but also comfort, loyalty, and understanding. You have become the person they instinctively look toward when they think of home, healing, and hope. The connection they feel with you isn't something they take lightly. In fact, it has become a guiding light for them during the darkness they are currently navigating. Right now, your partner is facing a storm of emotions. Their life may feel like it's spiraling, filled with emotional pain, internal conflict, and the weight of past choices. They are dealing with overwhelming feelings, guilt over things they did or said, regret for moments they let slip away, and the emotional burden of knowing they may have hurt the one person who truly stood by them. Life is throwing challenges their way, and these difficulties are not just external. A large part of their struggle is happening within, as they come to terms with who they've been and what they've done. They are in the process of confronting the darker sides of themselves, the parts that pushed you away, told lies, and made decisions that damaged the trust between you. Despite all of this, there is a flicker of hope in them that hasn't gone out. Their intuition tells them that you haven't given up on them completely. They sense that you are still quietly hoping, still holding space for the possibility that they will change and step into a better version of themselves. This belief in them, even after everything that has happened, is something they cherish deeply, perhaps more than they even know how to express. Your patience and quiet strength have given them a reason to believe that redemption is still possible. You've become a mirror reflecting what they could be, and that is both inspiring and intimidating for them. What strikes them most profoundly is your unwavering presence. They are realizing now, perhaps more than ever before, that during the times when they were at their absolute worst, you didn't abandon them. You didn't walk away, even when they may have deserved it. Instead, you offered love, a deeper, purer love than anything they've ever known. You saw their brokenness and embraced it, offering compassion instead of criticism, and love instead of judgment. And that has shaken them. It's made them see the depth of your love and the gravity of what they stand to lose if they don't make things right. But this realization also brings a heavy dose of remorse. Your partner knows they haven't treated you the way you deserved. They know they lied to you, betrayed your trust, and let you down when you were only trying to lift them up. This regret weighs on them deeply, not just because they fear losing you, but because they finally understand the pain they caused. They see how much you gave, your time, your love, your forgiveness, and they recognize that they responded with actions that were careless and hurtful. It breaks their heart now to think of the tears you cried, the nights you felt alone, the times you questioned your worth because of their actions. Yet through this pain, there is also growth. Your partner is beginning to grasp the true meaning of love, not the kind that's wrapped in grand gestures or poetic words, but the kind that shows up, stays, forgives, and still hopes. They want to be better. For you, for themselves, for the relationship you both still deserve to have. They may not know exactly how to make things right yet, but they are willing to try. They want to heal not only what's broken between you but also the wounds within themselves that led to those mistakes in the first place. In time, you may see them open up more, perhaps not all at once, but piece by piece. Their journey toward you may be slow, hesitant, and marked by moments of vulnerability, but it will be sincere. Because now, more than ever, they know one thing for sure: they love you deeply, and they don't want to lose the one person who loved them even when they couldn't love themselves.